Court is in session and calls number 330376. The case is Style of State of Texas versus Jamal Anthony Joseph. We have Mr. Jamal Anthony Joseph, who is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Joseph, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine. Now, Mr. Joseph, you're here represented by your attorney, Mr. Langston Adams, who is appearing in court. Mr. Adams, how are you doing?
Doing well.
That's good. Now, Mr. Joseph, the state is represented by Mr. Blake Ham. Previously, the court, just for the record, Mr. Joseph, on December 16th of 2021, in cause number 330376, entered a plea of no contest, and he signed and initialed the documents. He signed a misdemeanor plea admonishment, signed the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, and he also signed a discovery certification. He acknowledged that his attorney went over these documents with him. He also acknowledged that he read and understood all of these documents and that everything in these documents was true and correct to the best of his knowledge. The court found that the evidence was sufficient. Well, the court accepted his plea of no contest. The court found that he was mentally competent to stand trial. The court also found that his pleas and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And the court found that the evidence was sufficient to find him guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. On the 11th of January, on the 13th of January, which was a week from today, on the 13th of January, the court had a sentencing hearing. And at that time, then the reason why the court had a sentencing hearing is because Mr. Joseph entered in what we call an unagreed plea. And at the sentencing hearing, his attorney Langston Adams, appeared, and attorney Daniel Boyd appeared for the state, and both Mr. Adams and Mr. Boyd argued their sides of the case, and they also made recommendations in this case. And the court at that time took this matter under under advisement, and so we are here today for the court to pronounce the sentence in this case. And the court is taking judicial notice of the pre-sentence investigation report that is contained in the file. And as stated earlier, the court has read the pre-sentence investigation report. The court heard arguments from both the state as well as the defense. And based on that, and based on that, the court is going to assess punishment at 335 days in the Jefferson County Jail. 335. Okay. And that is the judgment of the court.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So at this time, this hearing is over. Mr. Joseph, you can follow the bailiff, and is the bailiff in there?
Yes, sir.
You need to make sure that you get his fingerprint.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. You just follow the bailiff, and you have a blessed day. Yeah.
Let me go back and